Hi, Scott here with 802 Outdoor Adventures. It is January 2nd. I went out painting yesterday and got 4 little pieces of gold. So I'm on the board for 2021 with a little bit of gold. Today woke up to some snow on the ground. It was snowing, then raining, then snowing, then raining. Couldn't make up its mind, so I didn't go out. So I'm here in my garage. I'm gonna do a little project. Broke some shovels over the last couple of years, probably 11 or 12 to be exact, and I saved a few because I used to do a lot of fabrication when I was younger, so I'm no stranger to welding and working with metal. I just haven't done it for a lot of years, but I finally broke down, bought a welder, and we're gonna try our hand at fixing a couple of these shovels. And another thing I wanted to mention, other than me breaking things, well, this goes along with that, is customer service. As you may have seen in one of my previous videos, I dunked one of my DJI Osmo action cameras in the river with the cover off because I had my remote mic on it, and I sent it off to DJI and they fixed it under warranty. Well, they didn't have to do that, so it was awful nice of them. A while back I purchased a used Green Mountain gold trap, and the edges were busted on it, the corners, and then in the process of me using it I broke the screen, the classifier screen on the bottom. I didn't break it, the adhesive, I tore it off the adhesive. And Joe, who makes them, Joseph at Green Mountain Gold Trap, who makes these things, saw the video. He reached out to me and said, "You bring it by, I'll fix it for you." So he did, and he didn't charge me anything for it. That, my friends, is good customer service. For him to warranty a used Green Mountain Gold Trap like that, I thought was pretty nice of him, and he wouldn't take any money. So that I was impressed with that gesture, especially since he saw it in the video and reached out to me. So hats off to Joseph at Green Mountain Gold Trap. You make one hell of a product. Not only did he fix it for me, but I got a tour of his shop, which was really cool, and we got to talk a lot of gold panning, so it was actually kind of fun. He makes these things real close to where I work, so it wasn't a big deal to spin over after work. And he waited for me in the evening there, and hey, he fixed my Green Mountain Gold Trap for nothing. So thank you, Joseph. That was a very kind gesture that you did for me, and I'm sure that anybody else, if you have trouble with these things, just reach out to Joseph and he'll do right by you. I'm sure by it. So just to show you what happened, let me spin the camera around real quick and I'll show you. Okay, so this is the piece that came up. It was, the adhesive was in a few spots there, and he glued it right down and redid all the adhesive all the way around. He actually ripped it off, scraped off all the adhesive, rebent the thing back into shape, and glued it all back in for me. And that was pretty nice. Oh yeah, and the other thing he did, when I bought it, it had a funky clasp set up on here, and he put a new chain and pin on it for me. Like I said, didn't charge me anything. Pretty nice. So if anybody needs a product tester out there, you let me know, because I break things. I'm not very gentle with my stuff. I buy it to use, and use it I do. So here's one of the, moving on here. So this is Fiskars, well it was, still is, shovel. I got one over here. And this is normally what they look like. They are lifetime warranty. That one's bent, as you can see. I quit using it after I bent it because I'm going to bend it back and reinforce it. But if my new design works out the way I hope, I'm probably just going to cut that one apart and redo it. So let me show you what I'm going to do with this thing. So this one I had, before I bought my welder, I had a buddy of mine hook it up, and it actually broke right there. You can see the piece he put on to reinforce it. And then I broke it again up here. So he put this piece in to reinforce that so it wouldn't break, which actually worked. I just broke it up higher. But anyways, the normal design of this thing goes like that. Well, when we're shoveling in the wintertime, to get the material to stay in your scoop, you have to flatten that handle out pretty good. And when you're up to your waist in water with your waders on, you can't really put your hands and arms under the water to level out that shovel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld this thing on backwards, so I don't have to get down so far down on it to keep the material in the scoop. I'm also going to weld some sides on here. I saw a guy have some stuff in a video that he had, and I'm going to probably extend that a little bit, try to match it so the material doesn't fall off so bad off the edges. So that's my plan, and we're going to see if we can make it happen. It's been a long time since I've welded, I'll be honest with you. Years and years. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. I set myself up with this, it's fairly inexpensive. It's from Eastwood. It's a TIG 200. It will TIG weld and stick weld. I'm not set up to stick weld yet, but I picked this up, I don't know, a couple weeks back, and it's just been sitting out here, so I really want to get this thing fired up and see what it'll do. So that's this afternoon's project. I'm going to get to grinding on that, get all my surfaces clean, get all the faces tapered and whatever I need to do to get them prepped for welding, and I'll tack it together. And I'll be back maybe to show you some progress here. Okay. Little before and after Super Digger shovel, regular shovel. I'm not going to give you a close-up of my welds. Needless to say, I'm quite a bit out of practice. I know what I'm going to be buying next. Some welding rods, some coupons. Got to practice some. Holy smokes. Ended up blowing a big hole through that, having to fill it back in. But anyway, you can see how different the handles are. Looks like I put the bend of the handle, but the bend's factory in there, and it is that way. I think the spade, when you first get it, is bent just a little bit more. Like I said, yeah, you can almost see right there where I crinkled it. So it does have a little bit of a bend the other way, but not enough for winter digging. And I'll show you. I'm going to go out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure Tim's coming down, and I haven't gotten a hold of Rick yet, but I'll show you what I mean when I talk about digging in a little bit deeper hole in the wintertime and not wanting to get your arms and everything in the water because it's stinking cold. Anyway, I got a little bit more work to do. I'll show you my progress. I'm going to put the sides on it. That'll give me some more practice. Got some cutting to do. And then this baby goes out in the water tomorrow. Alright, I'll be back with more progress, hopefully. Alright, here we are, December 3rd. Tim came down to visit us, and Rick's back from his short hiatus because of his work. And we're going to dig a little hole over here, see what we can get. Hopefully it's better than the showing I had the other day. I dug up above and it was pretty bad, so it's a nice easy spot to get to right off the parking lot. I'm going to film the nice long intro here so they get all the hard work done, and then I can jump in the hole. Nah, I won't do that to them. I did do a modification on my shovel though. Let me spin the camera around here. I don't know if I filmed the final product though, but you can see it's got a nice curve to it, so when I'm deep in those holes, that spade's almost flat and I don't have to bend down and get into the water. Hopefully it'll be a little bit of a back saver too, so we'll try it, see if it holds up. I suck at welding lately, haven't done it in a lot of years. So anyway, I'm gonna jump over there and try to give them a quick hand and see if we can't get some dirt in the pan. See you in a bit. Well, we've been here forever, and right there in the center, sorta, first little speck of the day for me. We were digging down here, Rick's still at it, but I moved upstream. Oh, I'm getting a low battery warning, so I'm going to cut this short and change my battery. I'll be back.